Hi everyone, good afternoon and good evening. It's depending where you're watching from. So can you please just type in the chat box if you can hear me and listen to me properly. So please type in the chat box, yes, I'd like to see if everything is okay or not. Okay, so I'm going to see the comment on the chat box. Okay, you can see me properly. Excellent, excellent, thank you. So first of all, I'd like to ask you a question. Is it your first class or second class? Please type in the chat box, first or second. Okay, Fine said second. Nahid second. Okay, second class. Okay, Shumana said second class. Excellent, excellent. So if you're joining, this is your first class. So definitely, I would recommend you please watch the first video. It's on our Facebook group and it's on YouTube as well. So make sure you watch the video and you submit your homework. So next question I'm going to ask you. So how many of you have submitted your homework? Please type in the chat box if you have submitted your homework. So someone said, okay, is the sound, okay, I'm gonna make the, okay, I think, okay, so let's see how many of you submitted the homework. Okay, so Mahbuba said submitted, results submitted. Okay, excellent. Okay, congratulations if you have submitted their homework. And if you haven't submitted, I would definitely recommend you please submit. Can you remember? I have shared with you. So you have to be player, not a spectator. So the football game. Some of the people they are playing, and some of the people they are watching. So who are watching, we call them a spectator, and who are playing, we are calling them player. So be player, right? So today I'd like to share with you a very important thing, and that's gonna help you a lot, especially in speaking. So how many of you are struggling with fluency? If you are struggling with fluency, please type in the chat box fluency. Today, we would like to solve that problem instantly. So at the end of this class, you will find a way, you will find the strategy how to solve that problem if you have got some sort of a struggling with fluency. Yeah, type in the chat box fluency. Okay. I have already increased the sound. I think you should hear me properly. Okay, so a lot of people are responding. That means they are listening to me properly. So, yeah, yeah, got it. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. Okay. So, how was your last class? I mean, first class. Please type in the chat box. It was okay, excellent, very good, outstanding. How did you enjoy your last class? Please type in the chat box. We'll jump into the class in a moment. Just we are waiting to join a few people. Still, they're waiting. Okay, our team is working to helping them out to allowing the class. Okay, so how was the class? Type in the chat box. Okay, Mahmoud said excellent. Stupendas. Okay. Anything else? Fantastic. Well, fabulous. Okay, awesome. Fantastic. Okay, excellent. Thanks for sharing that. Right. So now, today, I'm gonna focus on only one thing, that is fluency. So as I'm promising right now, if you have got some sort of problem with fluency, so definitely today's the class. You're gonna get everything, right? So please sit tightly, listen to me properly, and if I instruct you to do something, just do it. So now I'm gonna share my screen in a moment. Let's see what I have got. Okay. So let me share my screen. Okay, excellent. So, okay, let me share the few things. Okay, the next question I'm going to ask you: how many of you are willing to do IELTS, or you are doing IELTS in an institution? Type in the chat box. I'd like to see how many of you are really interested in doing IELTS. So, if you are really interested in doing IELTS, please type in the chat box IELTS. Right? Just type in the chat box IELTS. Okay, a lot of people, a lot of people. Okay, loads of people are typing IELTS. Okay, excellent. Thanks for responding. All right. Okay. So Manik Total said IELTS. After said IELTS. Ryan after said IELTS. Shahbuddin said IELTS. Okay, I'm going to see how many of you are really interested in doing IELTS and to study abroad and settle your life in some countries. Okay, excellent. Excellent. So today's class is completely different. This is the, I would say, out of 5-day challenge, this is going to be the most important class in your life, right? So now, I would recommend you that after this class, you won't be able to, okay, so you'll be able to speak. Okay, let me, excellent. Excellent. So this is the promise I'm going to give you. So after finishing this class, you'll be able to speak 80%, right? So who is excited? Who would like to speak 80%, whatever you want to speak, right? So please type in the chat box 80% if you'd like to speak 80% what do you want to speak in your life. Type in the chat box 80%. Okay, so after finishing this today's class, just if you follow this instruction, you'll be able to speak 80%. Yeah, that's right, 80%. Type in the chat box 80%. Okay, so now, before starting the class, I would like to request some of you to give a presentation, the last presentation. So who would like to give a presentation? Please type in the chat box, me. I'll give a presentation. Type in the chat box, me. So my team, can you please just unmute someone else to give a presentation? I'd like to see, I'd like to really, want to enjoy their presentation. So unmute someone else. So you're gonna get a message, unmute yourself, you need to unmute and you need to give a presentation, right? Okay, who is ready? Okay, someone is unmuted. Okay, who is that? Okay, my team has already unmuted someone else. Please give a presentation. So introduce yourself, please. And I would recommend you, if you do the video presentation, okay? Yeah, let's start.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Assalamu alaikum.
Start?
Hello. Assalamu alaikum. I am Absorber. I'm from Bangladesh, and my home district is Shatkhira, and I am a student at Public University and Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Science and Technology in Gopalganj, and I am already final year student, BBA, Major of Management Studies. And I want to be researchers in future and want to go to UK in higher for higher education.
Okay,
That's all of my.
Thanks for sharing that.
Thank you, sir.
Please mute yourself. So I need another volunteer who would like to give a presentation. Just, yeah, my team, can you please unmute another student to give a presentation? So it's better because there are a lot of people on the screen I can't see. So if you turn on your video and if you just wait, then, I can give you the opportunity to speak. So, okay, okay, I can see a lot of people, they are ready to give the presentation. So, yes, Sinarafa, can you please unmute yourself?
Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity. As I don't start my class before, but now I attend this class, so I don't understand which kind of presentation I should give.
Okay, no problem. So who joined the first class and would like to give a presentation? Please wave your hand so that I can find you and I can give you. Okay. So Junaid Can you please unmute yourself and give your presentation?
Hello, assalamu alaikum. My name is Junaid. I'm from Mulibazar. I'm a student. Recently, I completing my honors 4th year Viva, and I'm waiting for my result. Actually, I'm preparing for IELTS to study in abroad, and my aim is to want to be an accountant. So I'm thinking to I will be study in abroad university, then achieve a good degree, then I will start my professional life. And
Thanks for sharing that. So I'm going to go for the next person. So I'm sorry if I can't pronounce your name properly. It's Alhiakas. Can you please unmute yourself?
Sir, my name is Ali Akkas. I am from Brahmanbaria and I am joining this video from Brahmanbaria. So my home district is Brahmanbaria and I have completed my SCC from Kumilla, and I have also completed my SSC from Kumilla Victoria College, and I have done my bachelor's in arts, and but everything is OL, sir. And I have.
Okay, thanks for sharing that. So now I would like to go to someone else. I'm not sure. It's Rizal Rahman. Can you please unmute yourself and give your presentation?
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. My name is Rizal Rahman Limon. My hometown is Nawabganj, Dohar. I resident at Karaniganj, Dhaka, near the Buriganga River. My profession is I'm a student. My father is a businessman. My mother is a housewife. I have 7 family members in my family. My primary school name is Dhaka Government Muslim High School. It's located at Lakshmi Bazaar. My hobby is painting and fishing, and my future planning is going to Hajj in Saudi Arabia. Thank you so much.
Thanks for sharing that. Next person is, I'm not sure what's your name, is Zoom user. Can you please unmute yourself and give your presentation?
My name is MD Nurul Islam, and you may call me Nurul. And I'm doing a work in private service, is in one of the biggest hospital industry. And I'm a resident of Bangladesh, and my hometown is Mymensingh. It is one of the biggest city in Bangladesh. And there are 5 members in my family. I'm the youngest. And my father is a farmer. He was retired from the private service, and my mother is a housemaker. And my hobbies, there are so many hobbies I have. One of them like to fishing, traveling, and roaming around to grab new cultures. And in near my future, I want to see myself as one of the establishment who can renown his name as one of the history pages. That's all for my side.
Excellent, thank you. So next person is Razia Sultana. Can you please unmute yourself?
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Razia Sultan Parul. I'm from Rajshahi, and I'm a student of honors first year in Rajshahi University. My favorite subject or my hobby is reading, and I want to be a researcher. That's why I wanna go abroad, and my favorite person is my mother. Because some of reason I like my mother, and she is my idol. And my college was Shohid Anwar Girls College, Shohid Birutom Lieutenant Anwar Girls College, and it's located in Dhaka Cantonment. And now I am staying in Rajshahi. That's it.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So who would be the next person? I can see a lot of people. They'd like to give a presentation, but as I request you, so here around 100 people, I cannot see who is. So please turn on the video and just wave. I'll give you the opportunity to speak.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you. Please.
Okay. Hello, sir. Assalamu alaikum. Though I'm not a good speaker, but I want to improve my skill. That is why I want to say something in front of all of you. This is Akem Nahid, and you can call me Nahid. I'm from Sylhet, and I'm a resident of Sylhet, Bangladesh. Currently, I'm doing a bachelor degree in hotel management, and I'm also a part-time freelancer. My hobby is traveling. I like it most, and my future plan is to take my higher study in UK, and my another future plan is to be a great content writer. I am already involved this type of sector. That's all. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Nahid, thank you. So Murshid Alam, can you please unmute yourself and give a presentation? Sorry, Murshid, we can't hear you. I think your mic is not connected. So who would be the next one to give the presentation? So Mr. Nade, can you please unmute yourself? You need to unmute yourself first.
Is it okay?
Yes.
Oh, thanks, sir, for giving me a good chance. My full name is Naderul Islam Chaudhry. You guys can call me Nader. By profession, I am civil engineer. In 2019, I completed my academic study. Nowadays, I am preparing myself for IELTS exam. Very soon, I will take my exam, and I hope I will admit a great university, which will be situated in UK. And my goal is one day I will be a researcher, due to I want to be study in UK university.
So thank you. Thanks for sharing that. So how many of you would like to study in the UK? So I'll let you just see. Can you please type in the chat box UK? Just type in the chat box UK. I'd like to see how many of you would like to study in the UK. Excellent. Excellent. So thank you very much. I mean, who has shared with us a lot of things, what they would like to become. So today class is all about, as I told you, is 80%. We're gonna try our best to get that. So today class is all about subject and verb, right? And in this regard, I'm not here to teach you the grammar. You know already all that stuff. I'm here to help you so that you can speak fluently, right? So you can see on the screen is two things: it's subject plus verb. So if you can see properly on the screen, can you please type in the chat box subject plus verb? Just I'd like to see if you follow me. Just type in the chat box subject plus verb. Okay. Okay. Just type in the chat box, please, subject plus verb, right? Okay, excellent. Excellent. So, yeah. So can you remember in the last class, we have shared that usually we use a few subjects, especially I, we, you, they, he, she, it, 20. So please type in the chat box, these are the subjects, still if you can remember. So I, we, you, they, he, she, it, 20. So you don't have to put a comma, as we are trying to go a bit fast. Just type in the subjects accordingly. I, we, you, they, he, she, it, 20. Type in the chat box. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to type it, and then I'm gonna acknowledge some comments, then we're gonna go forward. Okay, excellent. Okay, yeah, that's right. So these are the subjects: I, we, you, they, he, she, it, 20. Okay, so Tony is a name of person, nothing else, nothing special here. Okay, excellent. So I'm going to give you 10 seconds more. Please type in the chat box: I, we, you, they, he, she, it, Tony. Okay, so these are the subjects, right? These are the subjects we are talking about: I, we, you, they, he, she, it, Tony. So as I told you, today's class is all about subject and verb. So I need a subject and I need a verb. If I just make it, then it's going to be a sentence, right? So how we're going to make a lot of sentences. So now I'm going to show you how to make a lot of sentences. So if I start from the very beginning, from I, then I'm making sentence. I practice, we practice, you practice, you practice, they practice. He practices, she practices, it practices, Tony practices. This is how we are making a sentence. So if you, okay, so I know there are a lot of students here. They are beginner and they're probably a bit weak in English. So I'm gonna go a bit slow. If you understand this subject plus verb, according to these structure, we're gonna go over one by one class. So you got to understand it. So subject plus verb, and this is how we will make sentence. I practice, we practice, you practice, you practice, they practice, he practices, she practices, it practices, Tony practices, right? And I asked you who is struggling with fluency and who'd like to develop fluency, and you type fluency. A lot of people, right? So today we're gonna practice it to get the fluency better. And are you ready? If you're ready, please type in the chat box ready. I'd like to say how many of you are really ready to make a lot of sentences and get the fluency. Okay, just type in the chat box ready. Excellent, excellent. Thank you. Thank you for responding. Right, so what I'm gonna do, I will unmute yourself to practice with me. So when I say 3, 2, 1, go, you need to start with me. I practice, we practice, you practice, you practice, they practice, he practices, she practices, it practices, Tony practices. So I know you are ready. So I'm gonna unmute yourself right now. So once you see a signal, a message that unmute yourself, please unmute yourself and let's start, right? So please unmute yourself fast. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start.
I practice, we
Practice.
practice.
We
I
practice.
practice, practice.
You, they, he, she, it, practice. You, they, he, she, it.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. Stop there. So now, still I can see a lot of people. I'm not sure because sometimes Zoom is a bit weird. I'd like to mute yourself, but I cannot. So in that case, please follow my instruction, right? So I told you to make a lot of sentences. I practice, we practice, you practice, you practice, they practice, he practices, she practices, it practices, Tony practices. But I have heard some of the students, they are saying only the subject, I, you, they, he, she. No, I didn't tell that to say. I told you to make full sentences. So here is the thing, right? So you are listening to me and you are following me. So if you can understand me, that means you are listening to me properly. So please follow the instruction, whatever I would like to instruct, and do that, right? Again, I'm going to give you the opportunity to practice with me. And in that case, you need to practice with me. And here is the condition. This is the second time you're going to practice. And you got to give me all the sentences in one breath, right? How many breaths? Please type in chat box. You need to give me all the sentences using one breath. How many breaths? Type in the chat box, please. Okay, that's right, one breath. Yeah, type in the chat box. So this is how you're gonna develop your listening as well. So I'm asking you questions, you're answering me. That means you are practicing, right? You are developing your language. So are you ready? So if you have got, okay, I always recommend you to bring water or tea, coffee with you so that you can practice a lot, right? Now I'm gonna unmute yourself again. And this time, please make sure that you practice with me, right? So please unmute yourself and give me all the sentences in one breath. So unmute yourself, please. 3, 2,
I
1,
practice,
go.
we
I
practice,
practice,
you
we
practice,
practice,
they
we practice,
practice,
they
she
practice,
practice,
we
she
practice,
practice,
and
you
we practice,
practice,
and
she
he practice,
practice,
and Tony
I
practice.
practice,
We
I
practice.
practice,
They practice.
I will practice, you.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. Now, can you please type in the chat box? How many of you did it? So if you made all the sentences using one breath, please type in the chat box, I made it. I'd like to see how many of you made it, right? So please type in the chat box, I made it. Excellent. Excellent. So if you can do it, that means you'll be able to speak English 80% whatever you want to speak, right? Okay, a lot of students. So Zafrin said I made it. Afuza said I made it. Didarul said I made it. Okay, please type in the chat box. I'd like to see your response. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, excellent. So now, so here is the one thing. Probably you have got a lot of doubts, confusion in your mind that why you have used he practices, she practices, it practices. So this is the grammatical rules, just so you need to know. So when you have got he, she, it, tonic, just we put a sound like it speaks, learns, and listens. So we put a sound, right? So please type in the chat box if you get he, she, it, tonic, this kind of subjects. What do you put with verb? S sound. Please type in the chat box S sound. Okay. Just put in the chat box S sound. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So if you get subject like he, she, it, Tony, just we put S sound. So he practices, she practices, it practices, Tony practices. He speaks, she speaks, it speaks, Tony speaks. Right? He learns, she learns, it learns, Tony learns. He listens, she listens, it listens, Tony listens. That's the only thing. You got it, right? Now, here's the thing. We're gonna practice and we're gonna learn how to speak what you do every day, right? So if I ask you, what about you would like to speak? What's the topic you'd like to speak? So this is the thing we speak, right? What do you do in the morning, afternoon, evening, night? That's the whole thing we do and we speak about it, right? So now, can you please type in the chat box? What do you do in the morning? So what I mean by morning is, let's say from 5 to 12 o'clock, right? Or 11:59. What do you do in the morning? So just put some verb. I'd like to see, for example, get up, brush, whatever you do. Please type in the chat box. I'd like to see 3 verbs, 3 activities. What do you do in the morning? Type in the chat box, please. What do you do in the morning? Type in the chat box. What do you do in the morning? So only verb. Can you remember? Speak, learn. So don't make full sentences. It's gonna take a lot of time. So type in the chat box, what do you do in the morning? Okay, excellent. Excellent. So 3 activities, 3 verbs. For example, wake up, brush, and leave home, right? 3 activities, type in the chat box. I'd like to see, what do you do in the morning? So 3 activities. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to type. So if you are watching through mobile, I know it's a bit difficult. So type on the chat box. Okay, so Junaid said, I woke up early, brushed my teeth, washed my face. Excellent. Bilal said, okay. Azhar said, I get up early. Okay, I brush my teeth. So 3 activities, not 1, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, excellent. So Bisha said, wake up, brush, walk. Not walking, walk. So it's parallel, right? So if you put only verb, base form, just put that. Wake up, brush, study. Excellent, excellent, Roshan. He just said, I take bath first, okay? The 3 activities. So if you don't understand me, that means you're not listening to me. You don't understand. So I asked you, what are the 3 activities you do? So 1, 2, 3, 3 activities. Okay, excellent, Nahid. He said, wake up, brush, prayer. Okay, Mahbub said, wake up, watching game, talking, taking breakfast. Okay, Mahbuba, you should say, wake up, watch game, take breakfast, right? 3 things. Only base form, not ing. I'm asking about only 3 activities, verb, right? So I going mosque. Okay, it should be I go to mosque. I make tea, I do exercise. Excellent, excellent. So subject plus verb, no ing, right? If you put ing, that means you are making mistakes. Wake up, take breakfast, study. Excellent, AH. Anybody else? Type in the chat box. So Antu said, study. Okay, that's the one. I'm asking for 3, right? So don't give me less. Sean said, wake up, breakfast, study. Excellent, excellent. I appreciate that response. Okay, Adil said, wake up, complete prayer, read Holy Quran. Excellent, excellent. 3 activities you do. Excellent. Type in the chat box, I'd like to see. Because I can see here around 100 people, so probably around 30, 40 people commented here. I'd like to see more comments. Okay, okay. So now, yeah, these are the activities you do. You're right. You're right. So now, just think about this. What are the 10 activities you do in the morning? 10. Don't write. Just think. Just think. What are the 10 activities you do in the morning? Ask yourself, right? And also ask yourself, do I know the English word of those activities? So for example, for me, it might be wake up, brush, take shower, drive, then leave home, arrive at office, and delegate the task to my employees. What about you? Just think about this. Don't write. 10 activities. What do you do in the morning? 10 activities. Just think. So do you know what are the activities you do and you know the English word of that? If you know, please type in the chat box, I know 10 activities in English. Type in the chat box. I know 10 activities in the morning, what I do, right? Type in the chat box, I know 10 activities. Yeah, that's right. A said, I know 10 activities. Okay, Mahwa said 10 activities. Okay, Pushpo said 10 activities. Azan said 10 activities. Okay, Elias said 10 activities. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So you know 10 activities. So now, yeah, I'd like to see how many of you would like to know, exactly know what are the 10 activities you do. Yeah, type in the chat box. I'd like to see. Mahfouz said I know 10 activities. Didarul said I know 10 activities. Okay, excellent, excellent. I wake up in the morning. Okay, I didn't ask you the whole thing to write it here. I said, if you know what are the 10 activities you do every day, please type in the chat box, I know 10 activities. Okay, excellent, excellent, got it. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. So now, these are the 10 activities probably you're gonna share, right? So can you please look at on the screen and see what are the 10 activities? Just I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to read it out. So please read what are the 10 activities. Okay, so these are the activities we do, right? So we say I get up early in the morning, then I brush my teeth, make breakfast, then have a cup of coffee, then get ready for office. And usually I drive, so and just park the car and I leave the car in the car parking and I arrive at office and then I start working. So these are the common activities I do, right? So you got to say the same thing. So please make sure don't put any ing. Make sure that you say I plus subject I plus verb. So I get up, I brush my teeth, I make breakfast, I have a cup of tea, I get ready for office, I take bus, I take rickshaw, I take train, I arrive at office, I start working. So this is the thing. This is the thing you got to do, right? So now I'm gonna ask you, what are the 10 activities you do every day in the morning, right? I'm gonna unmute yourself and you need to answer me, right? So can you answer me? If you can answer me, please type in the chat box, yes, I can. Can you answer me? Type in the chat box if you can. Type in the chat box, yes, I can. Okay. Okay. Okay, Shahriar said, yes, I can. Pushtu said, yes, I can. Ilyas said, yes, I can. Okay, Azhar said, I can. Didro said, I can. Nahid said, I can. Okay, excellent. Excellent. That means you can. You can. Okay, so I'm going to unmute yourself, right? So let me unmute. So I'm going to asking you the question is, so I'll ask you the question, what are the 10 activities you do every day? Please unmute yourself and answer me properly, right? So please unmute yourself. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start. What are the 10 activities
Get up
you
in the
do?
morning.
I
Get up early.
get up and brush my
Brush my
teeth.
teeth.
By my
First,
own
I
self.
have to take a
Get up,
bath.
I brush teeth,
Then I
get ready for
I
Get up, I
class,
brush it, I make
ready for my
my
house
breakfast,
preparation. Then I go
Thank you.
I
to
take bath.
and I got a visitor.
I'm
Then at my home and take my lunch. I
ready for office.
Study and I
I wake up, brush myself. It's not studying. It's random.
then I get up, I brush teeth, I make breakfast, I have a
It's very random.
I get ready for a week.
Okay, thanks for sharing that. So, did you make it? I'm asking you, did you make it? So, if you made it, please type in the chat box, I made it. So, if you have spoken the 10 activities, what do you do every day? So, now I'm asking you, did you make it? So, if you made it, please type in the chat box, I made it. Okay, excellent. So, everyone else, I'd like to see how many of you made it. Okay, so Razia said made it. And you said made it. Rahman said made it. Okay, Rifat said made it. Shaun said made it. Okay, excellent, excellent. Thank you. Thanks for sharing that. Thanks for responding. Right. So now, I'd like to share with you the next thing. So in the afternoon, can you please type in the chat box what are the 3 activities you do every day? Just think about the afternoon after 12 o'clock. So what do you do every day? Type in the chat box 3 activities, only the verb, nothing else, not the whole sentence. Just type in the chat box what are the 3 activities you do. Just name it on the chat box. So for example, for me is take lunch, then take rest for some time, then what else? Start working again. So what are the 3 things you do? Type in the chat box, please. Right. So, okay, please exercise, study, breakfast. Okay. Bath, lunch, sleep. Okay. So just put the verb, please. Take shower, then have lunch and take rest. Okay. Lunch, sleep, read. Okay. Also said snacks. Okay. Tea. Okay. Take bath, walk, run. Okay. Okay. Someone said breakfast. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you a story. So one day I was, visiting central London, and I saw, and I saw a coffee shop, tea coffee shop, and on the signboard it says brunch served here. I repeat, on the signboard it says brunch served here. So if you really follow me, please type in the chat box brunch if you know what I'm talking about. Please type in the chat box brunch. Okay. So basically this word is coming from 2 words, right? Breakfast and lunch. So it's all together, it's called brunch, right? And on the tea stall it said brunch served here. So I know some of you, I mean, you go to bed so late, like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, right? You chat, you do whatever you like to do, and you wake up after 12 o'clock, right? And what do? You take brunch, right? So now you have learned a new word, it's called brunch, right? So you know what I'm thinking. Okay, Razia, that's right. So breakfast, lunch, brunch, equal to brunch. So whatever the spelling is, check it with Google. So it's called brunch. So if you wake up late after 12 o'clock, you got to say brunch, right? Yeah, that's the thing. So you do a lot of things in the afternoon. Now I'd like to show you on the screen that usually, so these are the activities we do in the afternoon. Am I right? So you can see on the screen, I'm going to give you 30 seconds to read them out, and after that we're going to practice. So 30 seconds. Please look at the screen and just read them out. So once you look at the screen and you read, I would recommend you read loudly, because that's going to help you to get the fluency, right? So please read loudly. All right, so these are the things you do. So if you ask me what I do in the afternoon, I would say, usually I take lunch at 1 o'clock, then I take rest for some time, then I start working. And around 5 o'clock, I leave office, and usually I go to tea stall. Oh, by the way, so where I'm taking the class from is called East London. There are some Bengali shops over there. They make fantastic tea, right? I usually go there, right? To be honest with you, I usually go there. So I go to tea stall, take a cup of tea, and then I drive down to my home. And once I return home, I refresh myself. Then I watch TV for some time. And then, so you should say you attend 15-day challenge, whatever you like to say. And still, usually I have some remaining work once I go home. I finish that, then I help sometime to my wife, and we take dinner, and then I check my diary, what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Then I go to bed and I sleep. So this is the whole thing I have shared with you. So now I will request you to stick to the afternoon. So these are the activities you do. So I'm going to unmute yourself and I'll ask you what are the things you do in the afternoon, and you should answer me, and at least you should make 10 sentences. So there is no ing, just it's going to be a straightforward sentence. I, then subject, verb. I, then verb. I, then verb. So I have lunch, I take rest, right? Something like this. So are you ready to answer my question? So if you're ready, please type in the chat box ready. I'd like to see how many of you are really ready. Type in the chat box ready. Okay, excellent. Excellent, thank you. Thanks for responding. By the way, I have seen there are a lot of videos uploaded on our Facebook group, and I have watched almost all of them. I would definitely recommend you, please practice 10 times in front of the mirror and uploading video. If you don't do that, you won't be able to speak 80%. So definitely, I recommend you to do that. However, I also request you to watch 5 more videos, because that's give you some sort of confidence as well. So once you watch 5 videos, you can tell, okay, if this person can speak, why I can't speak, right? That's going to give you some sort of confidence, and that's the like-minded people, and also you're building up the relationship to have a speaking partner. So don't miss this opportunity. And the second thing I'd like to share with you is I have seen there are a lot of people, they have commented your video that excellent, outstanding, very good, well done. And you didn't go back to them and you didn't say thank you for your support. You should tell it, right? So please type in the chat box, what should you tell? Please type in the chat box, what should you tell? When someone commented on your video, what should you tell? Type in the chat box, I'd like to see. So once someone watch your video and leave a comment, what should you say? Yeah, thank you for your support, because the person is inspiring you. So you should give them thanks, right? So from now on, what you need to do, you need to give them support, you need to give them thanks. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Sharia. Sharia said, thanks, appreciate your opinion. Okay, thank you for your compliment. Excellent. Yeah, it means a lot. Wow, I'm blown away, right? Yeah, you did wonderfully well. Yeah, that's right. What else you can say? Type in the chat box, please. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, that's what you need to do. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to unmute yourself and I will ask you, what do you do in the afternoon? And you should answer me. At least you should give me 10 sentences. So are you ready? If you're ready, type in the chat box, simply ready. Okay, okay, got it. You got it. So Raji said ready. I'd like to see how many of you are ready. Okay, excellent, excellent. So please unmute yourself. Don't stop. When I say go, you need to stop, right? When I ask you a question, then you should stop. So don't stop. Please unmute yourself. 3, 2, 1, go. What do you do this afternoon?
I have lunch at afternoon.
I have lunch. I take this.
I study.
I read
I
books.
go to
Office, I go at the 5
coffee.
p.m.
I
and
take
I
a
go
bath.
home.
Refresh myself with positive
Challenge. I finish my homework.
I watch
and I
movie.
Random.
I watch after that.
It's my homework.
I finish my
I leave
homework.
office. I go to office. I
Then
take a cup of tea. I take a bath. I reach and
take a bus. I return home.
actually I
Finish my day. I watch TV. I attend movies.
homework.
in order to return home, then return to my home.
Thanks for sharing that. Thanks for sharing that.
The sleepy time.
Thanks for sharing that. So now, I'd like to ask you.
Yes.
So stop there. Now I'd like to ask you. So, did you give me 10 sentences? How many sentences you have delivered?
Thank you.
Type in the chat box. Just put, if you made 10 sentences, type in the chat box 10. If you made 12, 12. If you made 5, 5. Type in the chat box. I'd like to see. So if you don't practice, if you don't deliver, if you don't speak, how are you going to get it fluency? I definitely recommend you, when I say go for it, just go for it, right? Okay, excellent. Excellent. So, oh, wow. So a lot of people made 10 sentences. It's a lot. It's a lot. 12 sentences after the set. Thank you. Junaid said 11. Yeah, type in the chat box. I'd like to see how many sentences you have made. Excellent. Excellent. Now, this is the challenge I'm going to give you. Are you ready for a challenge? Dear challengers, if you're ready for a challenge and if you think you are a challenger, please type in the chat box, challenger. I'd like to see how many of you are going to take the challenge and you feel and you believe that you are a challenger. Type in the chat box, challenger. Okay, dear challengers, I'm going to ask you the same question. What do you do in the afternoon? And you need to give me all the sentences using one breath, only one, right? So if you made 10 sentences, give me all the sentences using one breath. If you made 12 sentences, give me all the sentences using one breath, right? So are you ready? Please make sure you have got tea, coffee, or water with you, right? Make sure. So if something happened, don't blame me, right? So now, I'm going to ask you the same question again. Please make sure that you are giving me all the sentences in one breath. So please unmute yourself. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start.
I have lunch.
I
I
have
take
lunch. I
class
took
for this.
I have lunch. I take test. I use for
How random you are taking class.
take a cup of
take a
tea.
cup of tea.
I took a
I
bus.
take
I return at home. I
finish myself. I was attend
was TV. I
challenge.
attend
That's not
movies.
the
Homework.
finish my homework.
Lunch. I leave office. I go to tea stall. I take.
Watch TV.
Thank you. Thank you. So now I can feel that the speed of your speaking. So the first time you said, I have lunch, I take rest. And second time when I said, give me all the sentences together, just you have it started and boom, boom, boom. You gave me all the sentences in one breath. Now I'd like to give you good news.
Yes, afternoon. I am came from university, and then we are ready to eat.
Can you please stop?
And then
the time is over.
After eating, we are prayer. And when we pray, so then after sleeping, and then we are awake after 2 or 3 hours sleeping. Then we continue our.
Okay, thanks for sharing that. So here's the one thing. We're going to stop together. We're going to finish together so that I don't have to wait, right? So please follow my instruction. Now, I've got a great news for you. Would like to hear the great news? Please type in the chat box great news. I'd like to see. It's gonna be a big announcement for you. Type in the chat box. Would like to hear the great news. Okay. Bilal said great news. Also said great news. Okay. Sorry, said great news. Okay, excellent. So as there are a lot of students here who would like to settle in the UK, US, or Canada, or would like to get a better score in IELTS, this is the great news for you. So in the last class, when you're gonna have a class with Steve, in that class, I'm gonna announce that we're gonna give you free IELTS preparation course. Type in the chat box if you have me right. Free IELTS preparation course. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to type it. So in the last class, bonus class, so you're gonna have 5 classes with me. And on the top of that, you're gonna have 1 class with Steve. So during that class with Steve, we're gonna give you free IELTS preparation course. Type in the chat box if you have me right. Free IELTS preparation course. I'd like to see how many of you are really interested to get free IELTS preparation course. Type in the chat box, I'd like to see. So if I can see here, 30, 40 people are really interested, we're gonna give it to you. Free IELTS preparation course. Yeah, type in the chat box, I'd like to see. Okay. Sorry, this is the sensor light. Sometimes it goes on and off when people are around here. I'm so sorry. So my office staff, they kicked me out of the office. They said, yeah, go outside and take the class, right? So I'm at reception, I'm taking the class. Anyway, so it's good. Still you can see me. So free IELTS preparation course, that's right. So now I'd like to give you some ideas about the free IELTS preparation course, what's gonna happen. And in the last class, bonus class with Steve, we will go in details. But today, just I'd like to tell you, so there will be 2 conditions, right? Just make sure, don't blame me that you didn't say 2 conditions. Please type in the chat box 2 conditions. We're gonna give you free IELTS preparation course, and there will be 2 conditions you need to fulfill. 2 conditions. Type in the chat box 2 conditions, right? Yeah, that's right. So in this IELTS preparation course, there will be 60 classes. There will be 60 classes. Please type in the chat box if you heard me right. 60. There will be 60 classes. I think never ever will get this opportunity. Not 16, Mahmoud Hassan. I'm not that major, right? 60. Yeah. So you will get 60 classes. And so, in IELTS module, there are 4 in IELTS course, there are 4 modules. So speaking, reading, listening, and writing, right? So there are 4 modules. So Steve will take speaking and listening. Steve will take speaking and listening. Steve, basically, he's from UK, and he's a British IELTS instructor, right? He's gonna take speaking and listening. So do you think if a foreigner, if a British person, if a British IELTS instructor teach you speaking and listening, will you learn a lot and will develop a lot? Type in the chat box if you believe that, yes. So if Steve conducts speaking and listening, do you think you're gonna develop a lot in your English? You'll remove the inertia, fear? Of course, you are, right? So if you believe that, please type in the chat box, yes. All right, so I can see a lot of people. Yeah, that's right. So I have learned English from someone else who was native speaker as well. I have learned from an American, right? So I definitely recommend you, if you have got great opportunity to learn from someone else, like British native speaker, go for it, right? Change your life, learn the language, and utilize it, right? So that's the first thing. Second thing is, the rest thing is reading and writing. So we have got another teacher. He is ex-British Council examiner. He's gonna take reading and writing. He's gonna take 20 classes, right? He is ex-British Council examiner. He's gonna take reading and writing. If you follow me right, please type in the chat box reading and writing. So Just type in the chat box, reading and writing. He is ex-British Council examiner, so he will teach you reading and writing. Right, so let's imagine that you have taken this opportunity with two conditions, and you have started learning from Steve. You have started learning from, ex-British Council examiner. Now you need someone else to practice, right? And that's why you have taken a teacher who is studying at British Columbia University in Canada, and his IELTS score is 8.5. If you heard me right, can you please type in the chat box, what's his score? Yeah, that's right. You heard me right. His band score is 8.5 out of 9. So he's going to help you to improve your score in IELTS, right? So you're going to learn from Steve a lot of things. You're going to learn from Steve from ex-British Council teacher, and you're going to implement it. And you are not sure whether it's right or wrong. That's why I have given 8.5 score out of 9. He's going to help you. He's going to say, hey, you have learned that thing right, but you are using in wrong direction. So that's what you're going to get. So in the last question, I'm going to ask you, how many classes you're going to get all together? Type in the chat box. How many classes you're going to get all together? Type in the chat box, please. One more time. I'd like to make sure you have me right. Yeah, that's right. 60 classes. You're going to get 60 classes. So 20 from Steve, 20 from ex-British Council examiner, and 20 from 8.5 score. That's what you're going to get. Who is excited? Please type in the chat box, excited. I'd like to see. I'd like to see how many of you are really excited to get this opportunity. But make sure it's two conditions, right? Don't blame me. Okay, now, okay, so make sure you attend you continue the class, you attend every day, and you're gonna have more bonuses. And at the last class, you will get this opportunity to take the pre-IELTS preparation course with Steve, ex-British Council teacher, and 8.5 score. Right, so now I don't like to take a lot of time from you. So now let's practice with something else. So, right, so these are the things you do every day. Now I'm gonna share with you something. Here you go. Here you go. So if I ask you, what do you do in the morning, afternoon, and evening, right? If I ask you, what do you do in the morning, afternoon, and evening, right? So if you give me 10 sentences from morning, 10 sentences from afternoon, 10 sentences from evening, how many sentences you can give me all together? Type in the chat box. Yeah, type in the chat box. So 3 sentences. So that's gonna be your homework, right? That's the thing I'd like to ask from you. Please practice it. If you'd like to get fluency, this is the medicine. This is the medicine. So you got to practice it. What do you do in the morning, afternoon, and evening? So once you practice this, once you practice 30 sentences, and if you practice like in 2 breaths, you are delivering these 30 sentences, you are getting fluency, right? So 10 sentences from morning, 10 sentences from afternoon, 10 sentences from evening, all together 30 sentences. So if you follow me right, please type in the chat box, homeworks equals 30. Yeah? So if you follow me right, please type in the chat box, homeworks equals 30. That means you got to give me 30 sentences, right? So this is the homework. This is the homework. So all you got to do, you need to practice 30 actions. You need to practice 10 times in front of the mirror. You need to upload a video and in IELTS and study in the UK, USA, and Canada, that group. So if you haven't got that group yet, I'm going to give you the link so that if you miss it, you can go to the link. Right, so this is the things. So how many times you need to practice this? Type in the chat box, please. How many times? Type in the chat box if you follow me right. How many times? Yeah, 10 times you need to practice. In front of the mirror, then take your phone, and just record the video and submit your homework. I'm really excited to see your homework. I'd like to see how many times you practice, how you're gonna study speaking, how you're gonna give your presentation. So it's just started, right? The party has been started. If you join late, but don't miss it. Join late, that's fine, but do it properly. So now I'd like to, I'd like to, if you have got any questions, please type in the chat box. If you have got any questions, please type in the chat box. So if you want, you can take a picture of the homework, all you need to do. So the question is, what do you do in the morning, afternoon, and evening? That's the homework, right? So if you'd like to take a picture, please take the picture. All right. So now, can you please type in the chat box, how was today's class? I'd like to take your feedback, right? Type in the chat box, how was the class? Just type in the chat box, how was the class? And I'd like to give you the Facebook link as well so that you can join. So make sure you join and you upload your homework. So please type in the chat box, how was today's class? Okay, so I'm gonna read your comment right now. Let's see. Okay, getting a lot of comments. So, if you haven't joined the Facebook group yet, you are missing the party, right? So please make sure you join this group. I have posted on the link on the chat box. So yeah, that's all about today's class. So thanks for sharing that. You liked this class. So lots of comments I'm getting right now. You said fabulous, great, outstanding, excellent. Okay, thank you. Thanks for sharing that. I do believe that you enjoyed this class and you're gonna do the homework. And of course, I'd love to see a video in the Facebook group. If you don't do it, you are not improving, right? You are not developing the language. So I promise you that if you practice this, you will be able to speak 80% whatever you want to speak. If you don't believe me, just give it a try. Just give it a try. Just leave that confidence to me and say, okay, as my mentor, as my instructor said me to do so, just I'm doing this, right? So thank you. I'm gonna leave you right now, but if you haven't joined the Facebook group yet, please click this link and join to the group, send the request, and we will see you there. Thank you very much. Don't leave here. Just click the Facebook group and join there and see you. Okay, everyone, bye-bye. See you soon.